After face-off with the Enforcement Directorate, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is all set for another showdown. The Indian Army has raised strong objections to West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's remarks allegedly linking a serving army officer at Fort William to a political activity. Mamata Banerjee on January 13 said that alleged that a commandant of Fort William was helping the BJP by joining the SIR process there.
কাছে খবর এসেছে কদিন আগে আপনাদের সাংবাদিকদের আর্মি অফিস থেকে কাউকে কাউকে ইনভাইট করা হয়েছিল জাস্ট টু টক আমি এর মধ্যে কোনো ভুল দেখি না আমি ওদের সম্মান করি আমি সব ফোর্সকেই কিন্তু একটা রিকোয়েস্ট করব আমার কাছে খবর আছে ফোর্ট উইলিয়ামে একজন কমান্ড্যান্ট এসআইআর এর কাজ করছে এবং বিজেপি করছে বসে পার্টি অফিসের কাজ করছেন প্লিজ আপনাদের কাছে হাত জোড় করে রিকোয়েস্ট করব এটা করতে যাবেন না
Now, the Army says that the comments made without naming the officer questions the neutrality and constitutional role of the armed forces. A formal written complaint has been submitted to Governor C.V. Ananda Bose at Lok Bhavan seeking his intervention. Two senior Army generals met the Governor last week and conveyed the seriousness of the issue. Army officials stressed that public claims of political bias against a serving officer harms the credibility and integrity of the institution. Raj Bhavan confirmed that the governor is treating the matter with urgency and has informed concerned central authorities. My colleague Sabyasachi is joining me right now to get us more details. Well, Sabyasachi, this appears to be a fresh flashpoint between the centre and the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The allegation that she is levelling against the said officer parked and deployed at Fort William is very grave in nature. She goes on to say that his activity is political in nature and he is acting at the behest of the central government when it comes to the SIR process. Take us through the details about what is the reaction from the centre's end and whether TMC has issued any statement after this matter has been escalated with the governor.
Well, the press conference by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on 13th of January from Nabanno. Now, during this press conference, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee made this remark against one army personnel. She said that she is getting certain information that one army personnel in the Eastern Command is working on behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party and as far as the SI process is concerned. Now, after that, the top brass of the army were completely upset about this remark, and last week, two generals of Eastern Command, they went to meet the West Bengal governor at the Raj Bhavan. Now, from the sources, what we are learning is that a written complaint have been given by the general to the governor. In fact, they have said that the matter is extremely serious and the governor should look into it. Now, assurance have been given in by the governor of West Bengal that he would look into this matter, and also what we are picking from the sources within the Raj Bhavan is that the governor have notified the quarters of the central government as well. So this has been notified to the central government as far as this case is concerned. Meanwhile, a governor also has expressed complete displeasure regarding the remarks that has been given by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. But so far the Trinamool Congress is yet to give any official statement. But the army clearly states that the Chief Minister cannot make such remark without any proper evidence or proof, which clearly put in question the neutrality of the armed forces, and that is the reason why the army have taken this matter quite serious. And what we are picking from the sources that within the army also the top brass of the army is quite upset about the remarks that has come in from Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, and they want immediate intervention of the governor in this matter, and that is the reason why the governor in fact have also notified about this development to the central government.
Mr. Bisaji, the allegations that Mamata Banerjee has made against the said officer is all sense of a hearsay. Is there any tangible evidence to suggest that? Because in the absence of it, she's only trying to sully the reputation of the said army officer, that is essentially above suspicion and question.
Well, that is the main point which in fact the army also have raised in front of the governor. See, Mamata Banerjee during the press conference very clearly states that she is also getting such information that within the Fort William, one army personnel is working on behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party when the SIR process is undergoing in the state of West Bengal. So she herself does not have any proof, and that is the very point which the army have made in front of the governor, that without any credential evidence, without any proof, a chief minister, a serving chief minister cannot level such allegation against the armed forces, which clearly questions the neutrality of the armed forces, because the armed forces are not biased towards any political side. So the army not only once but in numerous occasions have mentioned in front of the West Bengal governor that the matter is extremely serious and they want immediate intervention of the central government and the governor in this regard, and that is the reason why a formal complaint have been given by the armed forces to the Raj Bhavan.
So, Sabyasachi, what can be the next step now? The complaint has officially been lodged with the governor. Mamata Banerjee does not back out from the statement that she has made. The TMC has not reacted to it as yet. What is the next step now? Can there be an investigation into this? Can there be any action taken against Mamata Banerjee? Because given the recent raids that were carried out at the IPAC office, Mamata Banerjee is already up in arms against the government.
Well, that's right. See, Mamata Banerjee has been completely up in arms against the central government, because every single day she is blaming the central government for SIR process or for the infiltration that has happened in the state of West Bengal. Now, this particular controversy has started. Now, the next step could be the Raj Bhavan initiating an investigation into this regard, whereas what we are picking from the sources within the Raj Bhavan is that the governor already have notified the concerned quarters of the central government, and very soon we'll see some sort of development taking place where the governor will submit a detailed report about this entire case to the central government, and we'll see more strong reactions coming in from the central government. Meanwhile, see, the war of words is only going to intensify as every single day.
Let's hear it from Ravi Shankar, Sabyasachi, who is on ground right now at the BJP office in Kolkata. Well, Ravi Shankar, take us through what is expected here on. I was asking my colleague Sabyasachi about what could be the next step in the direction, because the Indian Army has issued a formal complaint with the governor. They have registered that complaint. The governor has made it very clear that he is taking this matter with utmost seriousness. In the interim, the TMC government or the TMC party has refused to back down from the given statement. But the moot question over here, Ravi Shankar, is that this is all allegations, it is all hearsay, it is all word of mouth. Is there any evidence to suggest that Mamata Banerjee's allegations are actually credible in nature?
See, this is what the army has asked the governor. If there is any evidence, Mamata Banerjee should submit those evidences to the army if any person is doing such kind of activity, because we know that Indian army is impartial. Now, when Mamata Banerjee is alleging that these kind of things are happening with the Indian army, especially in the Eastern Command, where she alleged that one of the commandant from the Indian army is helping in the SIR process. So that kind of allegation should have a base, because it's on the Indian army, the allegations. Now in West Bengal, the main custodian of the law and order when it comes to the constitution is the governor. So the governor the Indian army has gone to the governor and complained about the Mamata Banerjee, because Indian army believes that there is a process and the liaison shall be done through the governor. Now governor will send a letter to the West Bengal government, where they will be asking about if this kind of statement be made by Mamata Banerjee, what is the base of that. Now if there are serious allegations against that any particular officer, that should be named. And if not so, if it is as Mamata Banerjee used to allege that there are coordinations going on between the West Bengal government, the central government and the Indian army regarding SIR, that need to be proved. If not, the state government shall ask apology from the Indian army, because when you are talking about the Indian army, it is the fourth largest army, decorated army, well reputed, well established army of the world, and giving an allegation against that army is you can say a deterioration to the Indian is an deterioration
Serious
of
repercussions
the
of the
Indian,
statement that Mamata Banerjee has made, because
plethora,
a
where-
leader none less than the Chief Minister herself is levelling these allegations. It is bound to be dealt with utmost seriousness. But for now, thank you Sabyasachi and Ravi Shankar for taking your time and joining me over here at News9 and sharing your views on the story. Now, the Enforcement Directorate Director, Rahul Naveen, is all set to visit Kolkata tomorrow, and during his visit, he will hold a meeting with the Enforcement Directorate officers of the West Bengal zone. Now, this will be Rahul Naveen's first visit to West Bengal after the recent ED raids in the IPAC case. He will specifically review the operations with the officers involved in the IPAC-related raids, and during the raids at the premises of Prateek Jain, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee had herself visited the IPAC office. Sources also indicate that the Enforcement Directorate Director may meet the Governor of West Bengal during his visit.